I think you guys can get just a little bit louder than that, so I'm going to ask that question one more time. I said, are you guys ready to see a BMX show out here today?
So, if you're ready to get this show started, let's hear the countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's give it up for all three of those riders out there. On his face out there riding. So let's get loud right now and let's give a nice warm welcome to Mr. Chase Pauza. Chase has a huge bag of tricks and he loves it when you guys make noise for him. So he's been on the road with us all summer doing shows at different fairs and other events. And when he's not doing that, he's out on the road traveling around doing all sorts of contests. Let's give it up for the 17-year-old Mr. Isaiah Mendez. And then last but certainly not least, this kid is an absolute animal. Bouncing around, winning almost every contest he enters when he's not doing these shows. Let's get loud and let's make some noise right now for Colin Ackerman. Colin going huge right there, jumping up and over that box jump. Front of this ramp right here that we like to call the box jump. And then they're going to be doing a lot of stuff over here on this big green ramp that we have up against the trailer that we call the quarter pipe. And I think Chase is going to get ready to get this one started right now. So let's get loud for Chase out here today. Chase going up 180, going backwards, or what we like to call fakie right there. Using those pegs right there on the side of his bike to stop himself and stall out on the top of that quarter pipe. Bouncing around on that back wheel, looking at you guys, having a good time out there. Let's get some noise going for Chase. This kid loves to go crazy on his bike. Big bar spin on that quarter pipe, turning himself around. Huge 360 into the landing of that ramp right there. Let's hear it for Chase, and then let's keep that noise going because Isaiah's coming down this way right now, and this kid's got a huge bag of tricks. Going up with that nice manual. Huge bar spin right there on that quarter pipe. Right into a 180 disaster right there on that box. Big tail whip right there from Isaiah. Going perfectly onto those pedals. 180 bar spin. Using those pegs to go up on top. Do a couple different variations of some peg stalls. 360 bar spin. Pulling that perfect. Let's give it up for Isaiah Mendez. And Colin, this kid goes crazy. And he's got some of the biggest tricks. And he goes incredibly high. Big bar spin right into that 360. Massive tail whip right there from Colin. Throwing the back of that bike around. Landed perfectly. Huge 540 right there from Colin. 180 bar spin disaster. He's just getting warmed up, so these tricks are going to keep getting crazier and crazier. Jumping in right onto those pedals, doing a nice caveman drop. Bar spin onto the top. Nice tabletop into the other side. Let's get loud. Chase is getting a bunch of speed for that 180 bar spin right there, coming in perfectly. Going up to that lucky stall, right into that toothpick, balancing out on that front peg. That is terrifying right there to get up on that peg like that. Big tail whip from Chase right there. Nice foot jam. He's got no front brakes, so when he does that, he's got to stick his foot in that front wheel and stop it, and then balance himself. Going backwards right there. Big bar spin from the fakie right there. Let's give it up for Chase Pauza. So that last time Isaiah was out here, you guys saw him do one tail whip on that quarter pipe. I think if we can get loud enough, we might see him throw that bike around 2 times. 1, 2 tail whips right there from Isaiah. Right back to those pedals. He's just getting warmed up, and these guys are doing contest level tricks. Turning around straight into that 540 right there. Let's give it up for Isaiah Mendez out there. Now, Colin just handed me his phone and told me to record something, and usually when that kid does that, he's getting ready to do something absolutely crazy out here. I've got no idea what it is. It's gonna be something special for you guys, so let's get loud right now for Colin. He's coming in right now. That bar spin on, 360 into the other side. 1, 2 tail whips right there, stopping that double tail whip, perfect. Right into that bar spin, double bar spin right there. He is going absolutely crazy out here, and he's nowhere near done. 1, 2, 3 bar spins right there from Colin. He's not even done yet. He's still going. 540. Let's make some noise for him. That kid is absolutely crazy. I have not seen him do that triple bar spin right there on that quarter pipe at all this weekend, so he's feeling good out there. I think you guys are going to be in for a good show today. But now that you've seen these riders get a little bit warmed up on just these tech runs, I think we're going to step it up a little bit, and we're going to try to get these guys to jump up and over this box jump that we've got and start to go a little bit higher in the air, a little bit faster, and do a little bit bigger tricks. And I think Chase is going to start this one out right now. So let's get that noise going out here for Chase. Let's see what he's going to start this bigger section out with. Jumping up and over that box jump the wrong direction. Coming back with that huge knack right there, taking that 1 foot off, swinging it over to the back of his bike. That's actually a motocross inspired trick that he makes look so good every time he does it on that BMX bike. But let's keep that noise going because Isaiah is blasting on that quarter pipe right now. Big 1-footed X up right there from Isaiah, doing 2 tricks at the same time right there. Taking that foot off and turning those handlebars around. Colin going huge as he jumps over that box backwards. Massive air out on that quarter pipe. Big 1-footer, one-hander right there from Colin. Every time he does that trick, it seems like he goes just a little bit higher and makes it look just a little bit better. So Chase, you're gonna have to do something awesome to back that up. That big bar spin right there from Chase. Big stylish no-footed can. Taking both of those feet, kicking them off to the one side of his bike, spreading them over there as far as he could. Isaiah's making his way over here right now. This kid's got a lot of crazy tricks, and let's see which one he's gonna pull out for us right now. He's got a bunch of speed coming down from that quarter pipe. Big bar spin right there from Isaiah, throwing those handlebars all the way around, catching back on right before he landed there. Colin is getting a bunch of speed right now. Huge bar spin to X up, backwards over that box jump, massive air out on that quarter pipe. Big 360 right there from Colin. These guys are going crazy. This is supposed to be the part of the show where they're still getting warmed up, but I don't know about you guys. It looks like they are feeling awesome out there. You guys are bringing the energy. It's making them want to throw down some big tricks. Chase with that huge toboggan right into that double tire grab to no-hander, taking both of those hands off, grabbing that front tire, then spreading those hands to that no-hander. Doing 2 awesome tricks right there, making it look really, really good from Chase. Isaiah's getting some big air on that quarter pipe, coming back. 360 of his own right there, spinning himself all the way around, landing perfectly into that landing right there. Let's get loud for Mr. Colin Ackerman. He's getting a bunch of speed. 360 in that box jump backwards right there. Huge air on the quarter pipe. Big tuck no-hander to bar spin right there from Colin. He is feeling good out there because he's doing tricks that I have not seen him do over this ramp yet. So he's feeling good. You guys are bringing the energy out here, and I think that it's time we make things a little bit harder on these guys right now. And we're gonna try to send all 3 of these guys at the ramp at the same time. One right after the other. They're gonna be as close as they can possibly be to each other in the air. And the part where this gets scary is if the guy in front of you messes up, you've got nowhere to go besides to just hope that he gets up and gets out of the way fast enough before you land on him and run him over. So it can get pretty scary, especially when you're the guy in the front of this. So we're gonna get, I think, Chase to start this one off, and he's gonna have Isaiah in tow with Colin right behind him. So let's get loud for all of these guys. They've got something planned for you guys right now. Chase turning back around. 360 bar spin from Chase. 360 from Isaiah. 360 double bar spin right there from Colin. Let's make some noise for all 3 of those riders out there.
Great job, guys.
So we're going to slow things down for just a couple of minutes. Let these guys catch their breath, grab a drink of water if they want to. But while they're doing that, there's just something really important that we want to talk to all of the kids out in the audience about today. And we encourage all of you guys to go home, go ride your bikes, skateboards, scooters, whatever it is you guys have fun on when you're outside. But when you guys do that, you should know about some of the proper safety gear that you guys should be wearing whenever you do that. And even go down to your local skate park and try some of this crazy stuff you see all three of these guys out here doing today. But you guys need to know about the proper safety gear to wear. And we're gonna go over just what some of that stuff is that these guys wear whenever they're out there on their bike. And as you can see right there from Colin, he's got on his ankle braces, knee pads, and shin pads. A lot of these guys like to keep their legs protected whenever we're out there doing these crazy tricks. Even though we are professionals and do these tricks all the time, there is still the rare occasion that we might not get our feet back on the pedals and we might fall down. So whenever that happens, we just want to make sure that our legs are going to be protected and be as safe as possible. And then as you guys can see right there from Isaiah, some of these riders like to wear gloves when they're riding, especially on days like today. Your hands get hot, they get sweaty, them handlebars can get pretty slippery sometimes. So you'll see some of these guys out here that just like to throw on those gloves just to make sure that they're gonna have grip the whole time when they're riding. And then also, if he was to fall down, it offers a little bit more protection to his hands from getting any cuts or scrapes or anything like that. Now, can any of you guys out there today guess what is the most important piece of safety gear these guys have on? Go ahead, yell it out.
Helmet.
You guys are 100% right. The most important piece of safety equipment that you can always wear no matter what, if you're riding your bike on the flat ground or out here doing these crazy tricks, you want to make sure that you always have on that helmet. And we wear what is known as a CPSC certified helmet, meaning that it is almost one of the safest helmets you can possibly wear when you're out here riding those bicycles. And we encourage you guys to go down to your local bike shop, pick up a helmet that fits on your head properly and exactly how it should, and make sure that it's a certified helmet. Because your head is a very important part of your body and you want to keep it as safe as possible whenever you're out there riding those bikes, skateboards, or scooters. So even if you don't want to wear those knee pads, gloves, elbow pads, and everything else, make sure you always, always, always remember to put on that helmet. Now let's make some noise for Chase, Isaiah, and Colin bearing the heat today and wearing all that safety gear for you guys. But now that we just talked a little bit about the safety, I think that it's time we turn the danger level up just a little bit more. And in order for us to do that, what, you want 3 of them, Chase? We're gonna need 3 brave volunteers from the audience that wanna come out and be a part of the show today. Chase, you wanna help me pick them out today? If you wanna come out and be a part of the show right now, raise your hand and we might pick you. Do you wanna come out, buddy? Awesome, come on down.
I got one over here too.
You got one right there, so we need one more volunteer. Who wants to come out? Do you want to come out, buddy? Awesome, come on down, dude. Come on down here, buddy. So do you guys have any idea what we might be getting ready to do with these 3 volunteers right now? Do you guys think we should try to get Chase to jump up and over these 3 brave volunteers out here today?
Yeah.
This one can be pretty hard for him to do, especially when we're on the grass like this. So as soon as we see Chase go back down that way, he's gonna come back over here and he's gonna try to jump up and over these 3 brave volunteers right here. He's just explaining to them right now what he needs them to do to make sure that we can do this as safe as possible. And really the most important thing is we just need to make sure that these guys lay completely still the entire time and everything should be okay.
Should.
It looks like Chase is getting ready right now, so let's start to make some noise for Chase. Let's see if we can get him to go up and over these 2 volunteers right here. Chase, Chase, what are you doing? Chase, I don't hear that many people clapping for you to be doing some touchdown dances down there. I think there was something really important that you missed right there.
What?
We're doing a BMX show right now, so if I could guess anything, I'm sure the crowd wanted to see you do that, like with your bike maybe. Is that what you guys wanted to see? Do you guys want to see Chase do that with the bike?
Hey, that's an honest mistake. It's an honest
Hey, at least he owned up to it and said it was an honest mistake. And all he did say he was going to do was just jump over them. He didn't specify at all. So let's start to make some noise for Chase right now. Let's see if we can get Chase to go up and over these 3 brave volunteers right now with his bike. Chase is making his way down here right now. Let's see what he's gonna do. Chase. Chase.
Quit playing with me!
Chase.
With
Chase.
the bike! What?
You did do it with the bike right there. I'll give you that.
That's not what you said.
Yeah, I mean,
With the bike.
oh, they want to see it on the bike.
That makes
I guess we have to be a little bit more specific with you today, Chase. We are doing a BMX show and everything. Every other part of the show, you do it while you're riding the bike. So I figured you would kind of understand that that's what they wanted.
That's my bad.
Hey, I'm not mad, bro.
Chase, I get it. It's hot out here. I'm sure you're tired. We've already done one show earlier today. But so do you want to take that practice jump right now just to make sure you're going to be able to do this? So what Chase is going to do right now is he's going to come right here just right next to our volunteers' feet. And he's going to see if he can even go high enough and fast enough to make it up and over these 3 volunteers over here. Chase, whoa, that, you got a little sketchy
Felt
there.
really good for me.
It felt really good for you. From what I could see over here, it looked like you right here, dude. Little guy in the beginning, you were totally fine. Buddy in the middle, you probably would have been okay. Dude, I'm sorry to say, but I think you were probably going to be the landing ramp, and Chase probably would have flipped over the bars as soon as he hit you. But guys, don't worry, because if Chase was to land on any of you guys, it's totally fine, because he's got on his helmet and all his safety gear, so he'll be able to get right back up and finish the show for us without any injuries. And if anything was to happen to our 3 brave victims, our 3 brave volunteers that we've got out here today, we'll give you guys all a poster that Chase and the other 2 guys will sign. How does that sound? Is that a good deal? They're shaking their head, yeah, so I think that that's a deal with these guys. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get Chase to go up and over these guys the right way this time while he's riding his bike. Let's make some noise for him right now. He wants to hear you guys out there. Chase making his way over here. Up and over. Chase, was that you or one of them?
That was probably one of them.
I think it was you, and I think you're just trying to blame it on one of them. Let's make some noise for Chase right there and these 3 brave volunteers. There you go, buddy. Let's make some noise for these 3 brave volunteers out here one more time today. So we do have these big green ramps out here, and you guys just got to see Chase jump over some people down there on the ground. But like I said, we've got these big green ramps out here. Colin looks like he's really bored right now. Is there something you might want to do, Colin? Maybe get 2 more volunteers to come up on top of this ramp right now. Chase is pointing at somebody back there. Are we bringing out the guys from the Army tent over there? It looks like we're going to get Colin to try to jump up and over the 2 guys from the Army tent over there. Let's make some noise for these guys. All I'm saying is these guys are way braver than I am for even getting on top of that ramp. I ride with Colin almost every day, and I do not get on top of that ramp because I don't really trust him completely. It looks like Chase might trust him enough to stay up there on top of that ramp with everybody today. But as soon as we see Colin get back on that bike and drop in, we're going to need to get as loud as we can for Colin right now. I think he's got something special planned for us out here. So let's make some noise. Let's see what he's got. Colin with that big air out. Up and over him, no problem right there. But as cool as that was, Colin is an amazing bike rider, and I know that that was way too easy for him. And I think that he wanted to do something else. But Chase, did you flinch again? I know it's scary, but you know it messes up Colin a little bit. You've got to sit still up there, Chase. We just went over this. Is there some kind of special trick that you guys might want to see Colin do this time when he comes back to jump over him? Backflip. You guys want to see Colin do a backflip? I don't know. Colin, how do you feel about that? It's kind of windy out here today. You think you're going to be able to do it? If Colin's saying if you guys get loud enough, he'll go upside down right now. So let's get loud for Colin. Let's see if we can get him upside down right now. He's getting a bunch of speed as he comes in at that quarter pipe. Huge air out. Colin upside down with that huge backflip right there. Let's make some noise for Colin Ackerman. And let's make some noise for those two brave volunteers for coming out here and trusting Colin to do that one today. So is there anybody out there today who might want a chance to win some Dialed Action Sports posters right now? Chase. Chase, you can get them for, you can grab as many as you want. Why do you want to win one? Yeah. So we've got a chance right now for a few of you guys to win some posters. And the way that we're going to do that is we're going to play a little game with you guys today. It's a little game that we like to call Name That Trick. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Colin, Isaiah, and Chase all come back out here. And they're all going to do some more tricks for us up and over this box jump. But the only difference is this time I'm not going to say what the name of that trick was that these guys just did. That's going to be up to you guys out in the crowd to raise your hand and either take a guess on what the name of that trick was, or if you have no idea what it is, you could just come up with some funny name for that trick that you just made up for it on the spot. And if we like the name that you just made up for it, you can still win a poster that way. But Chase looks like he's getting ready to take off down there right now. So let's get that noise going for Chase. He's got a huge bag of tricks. Going huge on that quarter pipe coming back. Who thinks they know what the name of that trick was right there from Chase? Do you think you know, buddy? I saw your hand go flying up right away. Good job, dude. That is a Superman. Let's make some noise for Chase for that big Superman, and then for our little guy over there for getting that one right. But Isaiah's coming down here right now. I have no idea what he's going to do, but it's usually something crazy whenever we play this game. Who thinks they know what the name of that trick was? I saw your hand go flying up right away. What do you think it was? What's that? You know what? I'll take that because he did stop the wheel and spin it backwards right there. So we'll take wheel spin. The actual name of that trick is a tire grab, but we always mess around and say that it's not a proper tire grab unless you stop the wheel and spin it backwards. So I think we've got one more trick because we've got one more poster right here. Who wants to win this last poster? Let's get loud for Colin. He's doing it over everything right there. Who thinks they know what the name of that trick was right there? You think you know? Well, you know what? We'll take that, buddy. There you go. He called that one a spin. It's a bar spin on that bike, but we'll give him that for the spin. But now this is one of my favorite parts of the show now, because I get to look down there and tell these guys that there is no more rules. They can do whatever crazy tricks they want to do. They can go as big as they want. They can do the craziest tricks that they want to right now. But like I said, these guys feed off your energy. So the louder that you guys are right now, the crazier stuff that we're going to see out of Chase, Colin, and Isaiah. And these guys all have a huge bag of tricks. Chase is making his way in here right now, so let's get that noise going. Big bar spin on that quarter pipe right there. Up and over with that 180 right there from Chase. You guys may not know, but that trick is actually probably one of the hardest tricks that gets done on this ramp whenever Chase decides to do that one. It takes an incredible amount of skill to land backwards going that fast and maintain control of himself and turn that one around. There is not many people in the world of BMX that can do that trick that consistently, and Chase makes it look so good. So let's give it up for Chase right one more time with that huge 180, and let's keep that noise going because Isaiah's got some huge tricks, and he's getting ready to unleash one of them right now. Let's see what it's going to be. Massive air out, setting it up for something. Huge tuck no-hander right there, throwing those handlebars back in his lap, throwing those hands way behind his back right there, making that trick look really good. Colin is getting ready to do something huge. 360 ET, pedaling up in the air right there while spinning himself around. 1, 2 tail whip, stomping that double tail whip right onto those pedals. These guys are starting to do contest level tricks just to put on this show right now. But let's keep that noise going, because if I know Chase well enough like I do, he's got something huge planned right now. Airing himself out. Big 360 tail whip, spinning himself around while kicking that bike, going right back to the pedals. Let's keep that noise going, because Isaiah, you're going to have to go huge right now to back that one up. Chase just stomped that perfectly. Isaiah's going to go big right now to back that up. These guys feed off of each other. Big 360 bar spin to tabletop right there from Isaiah. Getting that tabletop in at the last second right there. Doing 3 tricks at the same time in the air out there. Colin going huge over that box jump backwards. Massive air out coming back. 361, 2. I don't know. Colin, did you want another one in there? I think he might have wanted one more bar spin in there. So let's get some noise going for Colin right now. He's going to go huge. Massive air out coming back. 361, 2. Oh, I think he's going to stop it right there. He's probably tired from riding all day. Let's make some noise one more time for Chase, Colin, and Isaiah. But these guys aren't completely done yet. They've got one more train left in them. We're gonna send these guys back out one right after the other, as close as they can possibly go. The last time they did this, these guys all did some sort of 360. So I think that if we can get loud enough right now, we might be able to see Chase, Isaiah, and Colin all go upside down and do a huge backflip for us. And they're gonna do this one right after the other. Chase is starting it out right now, so let's get loud for Chase. Isaiah's gonna be following right behind him with Colin. Chase going huge on that quarter pipe. Isaiah right behind. Backflip. Isaiah with a backflip. And Colin with a huge backflip of his own. Let's make some noise one more time out here today for Chase Pauza, Isaiah Mendez, and Colin Ackerman. Chase finishing it off with that huge backflip 180 right there. I think Colin might be coming out to back him up. Big backflip 180 to end it right there from Colin. Let's make some noise for all 3 of these guys. Thank you guys so much for coming out to the show. We hope you guys enjoyed it. If anybody out there still wanted a poster, we do have posters available up here at the tent for sale, along with some bright green dialed action sports sunglasses for $5 each. Anybody who won a poster during the show today, you guys are more than welcome to come up to the table, and these guys would be happy to sign that for you. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Have a great rest of your day out here at the Allentown Fair. We've got one more show tonight at 7 o'clock. Every show's a little bit different. We hope to see some of you guys back then.